still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down by Patrick.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On the delay, Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Back at the 26.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
After the sack on first down, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 99, check 99. Alert flare, flare.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Devin White and the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Goodness. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
No, 66. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man. Hey, Alabama.
From the 29, Brady looking middle, and it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Gronkowski, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hey, check 24, check 23.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike's 47. Mike's alpha. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Go, go, go.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle. Former first-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
31-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Here's Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
37-yard line.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. Two minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Come on. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Brady's throw there complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down. Interesting note about our two quarterbacks, Brady and Rodgers. This is sort of a rubber match for these guys. They've been around a long time. We all know that, but they've only met twice before, with Rodgers winning in 2014 and then Brady leveling the score in 2018.
Kevin King, their defensive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. That is caught inside the 5.
Brady's pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score. Packers 14. Buccaneers 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran.
This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To number 7.
Davante Adams. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21. Buccaneers 7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This is TJ Logan to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? It'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. On the return, Williams. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And
now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey, check it. 72. Check. Motion out. 72.
Brady now on 1st down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. From the gun, it's Brady. Drops this one off to McCoy underneath. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Check nickel. Watch out.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Brady. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Packers 21, Buccaneers 14. To kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
At the 36-yard line.
This has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers buying time to his left. Touchdown, Packers! Adrian Peterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Brady's pass there complete to Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Brady now on first down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll go again to Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
7-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And even with the loss on 1st down, they did a nice job holding on to the football, and they can still run it 2 more times and take some time off the clock and even take some of the timeouts away from the defense and then possibly kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. They're in a great spot.
On the stop. Brought down back at the 4-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Rodgers. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Buccaneers 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Packers,